What's happening, people? What's going on?
And we got Creative Mindz, a.k.a. Geechee Dan Buford himself.
God damn it, this right boy pump out the hate and pump in the great. That's all I got to say.
The Geechee. The Geechee.
That nigga's a Shakespeare.
Man is a Shakespeare. Gee. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we are on the road again, recording amongst our people, because that's where we at. Now, as I said before, this is a special Juneteenth Freedom Edition.
Freedom.
Young, gifted, and black.
And we don't fold like Slim Change, nigga.
That's right.
Stand up.
Or we don't fold like the 49ers.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
But
That's like a shot in the
But like I said,
Happy Juneteenth.
I love you,
brother.
brother.
Happy Juneteenth.
I love you, brother.
No, brother, big city Mack.
That nigga just mad because they wasn't going to let them niggas free. Get the gold, motherfucker.
all right. So, it being Juneteenth, a lot of people are new to this, apparently.
Yeah.
But, what does Juneteenth mean to you guys?
Well, what it means to me, actually, I took advantage of Juneteenth today at my job, especially with all them white folks on there trying to, they're all a little pissed off a little bit because, we're celebrating our heritage, celebrating our blackness, and they don't like that. They really don't like that. They're like, how come? It's the first time I ever heard this holiday. It's a government conspiracy. And I'm just looking at them like,
No, it's actually part of
like,
the American flag history, the one that we bled upon when they got tired of killing them Southern white crackers in their war, and they said let the niggas join.
But see, it's funny how they get angry that we celebrating our blackness, but yet nobody bats an eye when they celebrate their drunkenness when it comes to St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
But you know what though? But it's all good though, because this holiday not for them. This holiday for us. I would have took off today, but another brother of mine, Brandon, took off, and I was like, you know what? You go ahead, you take off, brother. I'll take off for my birthday on the 29th.
Well, see, unlike the rest of these colored folk at this table, I celebrated Juneteenth attached to a goddamn machine where they was pumping out the hate and pumping in the greed. So I can experience this shit we so-called life. So I'm riding this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. The engine blows and the wave cat flies off in the wind.
So that's what Juneteenth means to him. It means riding till the wheels fall off, and I can.
God damn it! It's like that turn. It's your riding.
Kansas City Mack, what does Juneteenth mean to you?
Speak on it, Floyd.
What Juneteenth means to me, to be honest, my brothers.
And it's also a
my
Spanish
family,
holiday for you as well.
Oh man, you rotten pieces of shit. But to be honest though, growing up, I didn't know any about this stuff till I got older.
Hidden colors.
I didn't know anything about Juneteenth at all. Like I said, my family didn't really talk about, my family didn't talk about race or, because my grandparents came up in it from the 1910s and everything else. They never wanted to talk about any of this stuff because they've been through it, they lived through it. They don't want to talk about it. So I just learned stuff and read stuff now, But my thing is about it is I think it's the best thing to do is enjoy our blackness and celebrate what we achieved. Even though I get all the jokes about the whole Spanish stuff and everything else,
but you all know.
Oh yeah. Like I said, you guys have your day.
You the one in the house.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade is awesome, and I love all my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters out there.
Azúcar!
And this day is just so much about you guys as it is as much about us. Queso on everything. No, I'm just playing it.
Where you think Afro Latina come from?
You fucking idiot.
I'm
party.
So overall, Juneteenth is a way that we pay homage to our ancestors, and it's also a time to actually learn and celebrate as well. So, what it is, let's get into a little bit of the history of Juneteenth. So let me break it down for you.
Break down that history. That history.
All right. It's a little. Actually, I'm gonna read from it. It's a little mini dot. It's a mini dot. So, it describes the holiday of Juneteenth, the holiday since 1865, because it was actually. Hey. So it was. Okay, yeah. So it was actually a holiday since 1865. So it has been played upon. So pretty much when Georgia legislature ratified the 13th Amendment on December 6, 1865, guaranteeing its addition to the United States Constitution.
All right.
Yet freedom came in varied ways to the 4 million enslaved African Americans long before the end of the Civil War. Some fortunate black people, women and men, were emancipated since as early as 1861. So when the Union forces captured outlying areas of the Confederacy, hence, like, they got to a lot of these places earlier in 1861, like the Sea Islands of South Carolina, the Tidewater area of Virginia, which is Hampton and Norfolk. So those places have actually been emancipated since 1961. Other places where enslaved people escaped from, Missouri, the Indiana territories, Kansas, Arkansas, things like that. Other black emancipated themselves, exploiting the disruption of war. So pretty much what they did was they found their way of escape through the war.
That's
So pretty much. So then January 1st, 1863 was the Emancipation Proclamation, as we all know. So these slaves didn't have to run for their freedom. They merely had to wait for the arrival of the federal troops.
Yes.
So they didn't have to run. They just waited. But they had to wait. Emancipation didn't come for all until 1865. When the surrendering rebellion was over. What was it? A news spread out of the other end of the Mississippi. So when it spread on the other end of the Mississippi, a lot of them didn't get it. So Texas is actually a good one.
Yeah, Texas.
Texas, however, was another matter because isolated from both the Union and the Confederate forces during the Civil War. Thus, it sparred battles on the soil. So pretty much it was neutral ground. And Texas had become a place of refuge for slaveholders, looking to ensure that their property, or slaves, if you will, would not hear to freedom. Though April, May, and part of June 1865, that's when they started coming into Texas. So the Union would go into the Texas. Hence, it started in Galveston Beach, June 18th, actually. They got to Galveston Beach. And June 19th was like the last of the official announcements of the freedoms. It's all right. It's Juneteenth. Long as they don't do this shit on the 4th.
Oh, they will. Oh, damn well they going to do this on the 4th.
Now this is another question. Now, does this change?
Bro.
No, it's good. Does this change? Should this change? Does this and should this change anything about the 4th?
Oh, it definitely should.
Water.
With this, like I said, this right here, what's happening with our country right now has put Juneteenth in the forefront. You have companies talking about this. PennDOT office is actually closed today. Funimation office is closed today. Over Juneteenth, I had the app Slice. It's sort of like Grubhub.
It's pizza. The pizza.
Yeah,
right.
They're actually sent they sent out a notification supporting Juneteenth and how they recognize Juneteenth. So a lot of this stuff is no excuse now for you to even say, as a black person, no excuse for you to even say, I never heard of Juneteenth, and then you go ahead and you celebrate the 4th of July. I swear, I'm gonna say that. Listen. I don't celebrate the 4th to begin with, but I swear, if I find a black person that celebrates 4th of July, yo, you a straight up coon. Point blank, period. I don't, like I said, it doesn't matter. You a straight up coon.
You Iranian anyway. Shit, saying nigga.
It doesn't matter. I still support my blackness. I understand where I'm at.
That's true.
You know, doesn't matter.
That's right.
So
being
right
that
now,
that
like I said, beforehand, a black person could make the argument they never heard of Juneteenth, which is plausible because it's not just something.
It was celebrated. Actually, a little bit more into that history. Let me continue that. Actually, it was celebrated afterwards, all the way up into 1900, where it became an actual official holiday celebrated amongst themselves in Texas. So Texas actually been celebrating it.
Yeah.
Remember, the state of Texas actually been doing it.
When they came in on that shit.
But they said given through certain texts, it said it actually from then point into the 1900s. All the way up until I think they said the 70s, and then the 70s, that's when it died down. Mm-hmm. The 70s, that's when it died down. So actually, people been celebrating it for a long time, for a while. And then there was a resurgence probably like in the mid 90s, and then that's when it kind of resurged itself back into, not to where it is now. I think all but right now, when before it was, I think it was only Texas and a few other states that recognize it.
Texas
now I think it's up to all states except for Hawaii and both Dakotas are the only 3 left that don't recognize it as an official holiday. But everybody else recognizes it as an official holiday.
Now, we'll say this. Now, I don't mind the fireworks going off now. It is Juneteenth. Go ahead and celebrate the way how you feel. But I swear to God, though, if they shooting these fireworks, if these same hood niggas right here shooting these fireworks the 4th of July, coon them out.
Let me tell you something.
Coon them out.
They ain't celebrating. They're not celebrating.
They just
doing
Look,
it.
listen, I understand they just doing it, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. As one black man to another black man, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Plain and simple. I don't understand. Everybody celebrates their own way. So I'm gonna give it. So think about it. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
The fireworks man days is fucking numbered. That's all I got to say.
Well, yeah, no, this stuff right here been going on.
Yeah, where they getting them from?
No, this stuff been going on for like the past few weeks now. So like I ain't gonna lie to you, it is getting annoying. But like I said, it was
annoying the 3rd day.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
But like I said, I'm gonna give it like this though. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because like I said, I'll give another brother the same skin color as me, who is also black as me. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt first before I pass judgment on them. I'll give them that benefit of the doubt. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt Juneteenth. But that's swear to God, though, they come out here doing that shit of July 4th, coon them out. Call them out and coon them out.
Okay, all right, the quick question. Now you think with everybody all into this this newfound interest in blackness, do you think that this subjects Juneteenth to another victim of consumerism?
Yeah.
Yes. Nike's
and do you think that's a problem?
Yes, it is. But that's a problem that we have to see. Go ahead, Corey. You say what you need to say first. Cause I think I talked enough.
The whole thing about it is with consumerism, economics, money and information rule the world. We all know that. Mm-hmm. And the basis of it is, look how quick Nike, and other Reebok, Walmart, certain conglomerate and certain multi-million-dollar corporations have taken over this holiday, have really exploited it, like they exploit us. That's why when they talk to us, like a lot of Jewish people and Korean people call us black gold, because we're so quick to spend our dollars with them and not amongst our own, or try to reuse the dollar in our own neighborhoods and our own economic building. So it's like they look at us as black gold because the first thing Nike might say is we have a Juneteenth sale. So prices and Nike stock will skyrocket. Best Buy might use it. Walmart, Target. A lot of these white-owned corporations that are not of our own people don't really consider our people equal, but yet want the dollar, which is equal to them. Mm-hmm. And it was on a movie I was watching once, and
how you doing?
James Earl Jones spoke about it, and he was like, "Look at this. They don't want us in their stores, but they want our money. Mm-hmm. See, we always put, and then a lot of people talk about it. It's the slave tartans of we wear the tartans of our slave owners. Like, we always got to buy the biggest car, biggest house, this, but no, we want the equal rights as white people do. We want to experience that taste of life. But you don't have to be a label whore. You don't have to be this. You don't have to be basically chokehold strangling yourself to get this and that. Everything doesn't have to be name brand, doesn't have to be this. But in the same token, recycle your black money into your black neighborhoods and your black consumers, your black purchasers. Anything that has to do to raising your people up, because we're the only race. And I ain't talking about the human race I'm talking about ethnicity that does not support our own like we should. Koreans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and Malaysians, any other ethnicity comes here, they will live together in a fucking hubble to get to a common goal that they all have, and then branch out and support one another. That's why their support system never fails. But us as black people, we'll learn from each other. One person will branch off, you dig, and then turn around, don't want to share the wealth and the excess knowledge he got from somebody else. Now you wanna be greedy. And,
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And be a hoarder of knowledge to yourself and only to your people and not to everybody. No, you got to cultivate.
So all in all, pretty much the companies, the corporations that's involved with this is pretty much bullshit. Because here we go. Because to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be honest with you. White and black people are lazy. They're lazy alike. Mm-hmm. That's why like I said, the Asian man, you give the Asian man a bowl of rice, in 5 minutes it's a Chinese restaurant.
Exactly.
You give that Latino man a board, turn around, he builds your house. You got a business. Black and white people are the two laziest people. And that's through history. That's because they shared the same house.
Don't lead to believe that African shit, like they laziest motherfuckers of all.
Well, the Africans left us and then didn't come back for us.
I can prove that though, because the Africans on my job, they don't care about this. They don't.
Well, fact, it's not. They don't care.
They look down upon it. They think we're mutts.
No, because it's crazy. Because a coworker of mine, this was during the time when we were trying to create a letter to see where our company sees us as black people, and right when we was about to send in a letter. This one African called me out of the blue. Don't really hear from them. Called me out the blue, and then decided to try to convince me to convince them not to send the letter.
What?
Yeah. Convince me to convince them not to send the letter. I just looked at my phone like, yo, don't call me for that bullshit, man. Like, nah. Like if you ain't with it, you ain't with it. That's fine. Just don't call me with that BS. But that's their position.
Yeah, that's their position.
That's their position.
Now that we're all into this right now, do you see this being long term?
This?
Do you see the Juneteenth celebration being long term?
That's the thing. Just like what Corey said,
it'll be stretched out.
It's going to be stretched out. What I mean by stretched out, by next year. You're going to have companies falling behind Juneteenth.
This shit going to be a national holiday.
But what's going to happen, though, it's going to turn into a St. Patrick's Day kind of thing.
Yep.
And see, that's what I don't want.
But
and that's what we need.
But white people going to put their twist on it.
Yeah, white people going to put their twist on it. This is where we as black people need to be in our P's and Q's. I suggest, and this is my suggestion, not even on the single day of Juneteenth, I suggest you start small. Start off small and you work our way up, right? So I suggest next year, make it a week long. And the week long by celebrating is basically not putting your dollar to white companies at all. You buy what you need at the beginning of the week of Juneteenth and you don't buy anything. Nothing of the white dollar.
Do you think it also should be a week, if you want to turn this into a week, a Juneteenth week? It should be a week of everything: economic, history, education.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it should be a combination of everything.
You start off small. Small, do a week. You know, start off small, do a week. From there, we expand. And then by a certain point, as long as we're doing this, we can expand this to a whole fucking month of June.
Yeah, so we have 2 months in a year instead of just March.
You know, because like I said, February, like I said, I'm just saying, February, that's not our month. Black History Month is not our month. That's white people month.
Yeah.
That's white people. That's white people just for them to talk about Dr. King, and that's it.
But that shit pisses me off. Not to change the
piss
subject.
No. It don't
but like
piss me off.
with Black history and knowledge today, a lot of us as Black people don't really know our own history. I mean, they're waking up. They're waking up. But when I was in high school, they only spent 2 weeks on Black history, and I really got upset about that shit because you goddamn always want to tell me about Christopher Columbus, George Washington, and all these white folks and their achievements throughout the whole year, but I only get 2 weeks of my own history. Where
that's good.
Cultivated and manufactured
I hear
your
you.
fucking white history. If it
I
wasn't
hear
for us, you motherfuckers wouldn't know how to count, wash your ass, sewer system, none of that.
So in order to pretty much if we pretty much before we move on to the next one, if we want to get on to real liberation, there's two things we have to get rid of.
Economic and
no. There's two monumental things that is more so physical than anything, and that'll really weed out the riffraff, if you will. The first thing, and one of the major things, is take away two images. You have to take away the image of Dr. King for right now.
Yeah,
you have to, because that's a symbol of passiveness, safeness.
Yes.
Symbol of safeness for them.
Yeah.
For the white people, because a lot of races refer to Dr. King. Second, you got to remove that Jesus statue, because that's a perpetrating Jesus right there, and that ain't the real Jesus that they picture up everywhere.
Oh, I'm on the cross?
Oh, everywhere. Yeah. In America, you got to take that down. Those are the two things you have to take down, because that's not the real. And those are the two things.
Yeah. Oh no.
Now let's go to the opposite end of it, where there was a group of people down in South Philly of Frankenstein mob-like proportion. Because we all know Frankenstein. Let's talk about. We're gonna talk about black things anyway, because we're gonna talk about how Frankenstein is actually black. Frankenstein's actually black, but they were.
You talking about the doctor?
No, I'm talking about the monster.
Okay, you gotta clarify.
No, we'll get into that. But
it ain't Nintendo.
But because and the reason why I say that is because the way them white folks mobbed him, and he was. But it's all right. But it's okay. But something happened in South Philly where they were very adamant about a Christopher Columbus statue.
Oh yeah.
And they got so spirited about the preservation of this statue, that they ran to Kenny's house, Mayor Kenny.
Oh yeah,
his house.
Yo, that wasn't even his house.
And that was his fiance's house.
He in the back.
I thought it was hilarious. And they're pretty much down there and they're fighting amongst themselves.
But we couldn't do that. We couldn't go to somebody's house and do that. Well, what happened?
Oh no.
What would happen? We would have went.
There was a couple of things that happened throughout the week. The Antifa people, they beat them up and got rid of them down there.
Yeah, I seen that
so
video too.
my point being is there's a not looking at the surface of what happens, because that's not our problem, that's not our neighborhood. But take forth from what the message is. You got to take forth from the message. And the message is they were not afraid to take back their own neighborhood.
No, they're not.
So, like, what did y'all? I thought that was very funny. I thought that was very, very, very hilarious.
Because they fought for their neighborhood.
They fought for their neighborhood. They wasn't gonna let that shit go down.
Yeah, they said.
Did we fight for our neighborhoods?
No, we used to.
What did we do?
But we can.
Remember I said last week.
We take back.
Remember I said last week. We sat and watched it happen.
But we can always.
But we can
learn from that.
We can learn from that though.
Oh yeah,
take it as a learning. You can take back from.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying, but it's like, you mad? Yeah, like you're mad because they whatever. Oh, no. I said, but they're doing this. I said they fighting for their neighborhood. They trying to make sure nothing get fucked up. What did we do? We didn't do that. What we do?
They're willing to risk their life over something they believe in.
They hold dear.
And my thing is, and like you said, I have respect for that.
I do.
I have respect for that.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
like I said,
it's
the
not my
statue, I
neighborhood.
can give two shits about the statue,
Yeah.
but I can respect the notion
He's a
of fighting
fucking
for
pirate.
something that putting your life on something.
I could give two shits about the statue because number one, the statue's not in my neighborhood.
I told
The
you-
history's already been done. It ain't like the statue. Now, if the statue was in Malcolm X Park,
That's
something
something else.
Y'all worry about the statue.
you know, if it was in Clark Park, then I have an issue with it.
That he fucking
But it ain't
came
there, so I could.
to
He
the
was a
Americans
fucking
and-
pirate.
I could give two shits.
Oh, they don't
Yeah.
know.
No, they do know.
I said, you,
No,
I said,
they-
you realize
No,
that-
they know. They know.
I said,
They
they
know.
fucking pillaged and killed.
It's
They
what-
know.
it's-
They know. It's common knowledge. At this
I
point.
know. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
but
they know.
Y'all don't know. Y'all know this. Y'all know this
They
shit.
know this shit.
They know. They know.
Also-
There's the notion of them. There's a notion of them putting their life on the line for something they hold really.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Something that we need to learn.
But speaking of this, was Kanye actually
Fucking fire.
pulling the wool over everybody's eye? Was he actually using a tactic from the Art of War? Kanye West said he faked the support of Donald Trump to benefit Black Americans.
Who said that?
Kanye West. All right,
he-
and I'm about to read it. Let me see. No. Let me see.
Hold on.
He said he faked the whole MAGA stuff, the fake support of Donald Trump to get the free. And I'm gonna read this report that's up. Kanye West severe criticism, as you know, over his support of Donald Trump over the last two or 3 years, and then he went on to call Trump his brother and blah blah blah. We know, like, stuff like that. But then a report said that Kanye's been wearing the hat and the MAGA stuff in support to get Black people out of jail. So according to report, Kanye, whatever, last year on a podcast said, bro, I'm still telling you we got to get that people out of jail. Things like that.
I mean,
So-
you could've-
So pretty much what it came down to, he said all that, he's saying all of this shit with his support for Trump was fake, and he did that as a plot to try to get
he used it
Black
as a
people
ploy.
as a ploy to get Black people out of jail, to benefit Black people.
But you also gotta
So
look at
so
this.
do y'all think that that's legit, or you think that it's just him trying to?
It could be 50-50 because knowing Kanye's not no dummy, but in the same token, he got brainwashed. Once his mom died, he started teetering, and he got with that wannabe black bitch, Kardashian, and the whole fact of the matter, all her people is motherfucking leeches. They like parasites. They latch on to something good and drain it until it's gone.
All right.
The fact of the matter is he might be using a ploy of a tactic of the art of war, and it's actually in that ploy that he's using is actually in the first chapter. You actually concede with the enemy. You like, all right, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but until the partnership reaches a deadline. But in the same token, he could be just doing that shit to make sure he secure album sales,
Well, like I
easy
said,
sales, because people still buying them fucking
well, I like I said,
crochet sneakers.
I mean, I agree with you on that. I agree on. I agree on the sentiments on that. I do feel that it is a 50-50 thing. One, he is a businessman, but two, he's also is a great tactician and
Exactly.
He's a genius.
He's a genius.
No doubt about it. He is a
He
genius.
is a genius.
You know, and like I said, he knows. Like I said, he tested the power to be. He tested the power to be, and it killed his mom. And that's when he realized, I'm dealing with a different beast. I ain't dealing with the
Ain't
average.
same type of animal.
You're not dealing with no regular white folks here. You're dealing with a whole different demon, a devil.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you can try to attempt to even break down this devil is to act like you are the devil yourself.
So you playing the devil's advocate.
So you're playing devil's advocate. And that's exactly what he's doing. So you have a bunch of black people who still, by the way, buy his album because at the end of the day, he do make really good music.
He does.
At the end of the day, like I said, he is a musical genius. Also, though, it is a great, like I said, it is a great tactician. So I do believe it is a 50-50 thing. You know, right now, Trump is like, he like I said, his support is wavering. I'm talking as a whole in the country is wavering.
The quote the Notorious Big, his reign on top is short like leprechauns.
Exactly.
All right. What's speaking of that?
Yes.
Kansas City Mack, what do you feel? If you feel anything on this, do you think that it's a
He felt
It was attacking.
Say no,
Do you think it was attacking?
I'm sorry, bro. I love you.
Or do you think he's bullshitting everybody just for the profit?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say this. My opinion. Everybody had entitled their own opinion. I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it bullshit. I'm gonna call it bullshit. I mean,
Okay.
like I say, he is a genius, but it seemed like like my brother just said, whatever. He once his mom passed, he became a whole different person.
He took
Like the stuff that stuff that he said. Like, okay, yeah, you say you did it for blacks, whatever, but you did it for black, but why did you even go towards whatever? But my thing is all this that went on, but now he's a billionaire now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's no longer one of us. That's all. I mean, like at the end of the day, once he crossed that threshold, he's no longer one of us.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he ain't poor black. He ain't poor black man trying to make it.
No,
He's not. He's
He's
a billionaire.
not. Same thing with Jay-Z.
So you're trying to say
50.
hoodwink?
No, yeah.
Run amok.
Let us straight.
Let us straight. But you know what? You know what's one thing that has been.
And all types of shit.
But you know what's one thing that has been bamboozled, and this is something that's been recent story, is that did history whitewash Beethoven? Beethoven was a black man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, until
Hold the hell on.
yeah, oh yeah, but first of all, I'm gonna let Unqualified Gamer cover this. No, but think about it. You got to be a brother to come up with some good music like that. Ain't no white man got no rhythm
You
like
know
that.
what? I think I remember coming across an article on something.
Back in like 2015.
It was
Yeah.
20
Yeah,
articles
the
back in like
article.
20 back in
And they
2015.
did a thing where they did a death mask on it. Like I said, Qualified, he'll cover it. But I was like, but think about it. Only a brother can come with some music like that. Only a brother can come with some soul music like that. With the
like
wild,
that.
he had the wild Frederick Douglass hair.
Yeah.
They whitewashed it.
I used to
and
play his music when I played piano.
Hopefully I can find.
he was crazy.
He was crazy and he was deaf.
And he was deaf.
And nigga felt the beats. It was Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
I'm trying to find I'm
Felt
gonna try to find the death mask of Beethoven.
And then they
But-
said, well, no. And then some people would
Argue that
would
statement.
argue it and say, no, Beethoven was black. He was German. But German is a nationality.
Really?
Yes, it is.
You could be black.
They were black
You could live
Germans.
as German.
Ludwig von Beethoven.
Exactly. So
Here we
pretty
go.
much-
I found his
there we
death
go.
mask.
Right.
I found his death mask. So if you don't know what a death mask is, basically what they do is they take a plaster. When you die, they take a plaster of your face and they mold it.
Yes.
And that's basically what a death mask is. So it's basically like an actual representation of your face when you are dead. Now I'm gonna show you guys this picture of Beethoven death mask. Now you tell me if it has any white Anglo-Saxon European features.
He got a wide,
Anglo-Saxon.
broad nose. Cheekbones.
Now see, that's the thing. Man, Mr. Softy, look at that. Juneteenth, Mr. Softy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely that's black. That's a black.
He's a Moor.
Yeah.
He is a Moor.
Beethoven was a Moor.
Beethoven is a Moor. And
Because
now,
As you're running down
my grandma.
the ice cream truck,
You know what?
Beethoven was a black man.
oh yeah,
He was a brother.
Let me tell you something. His mouth is sitting like that. My grandma could do the same.
Like I've seen it. Like
Yeah.
they've been doing the death mask since back in like way past Victorian times. Like
Oh, yeah.
or like Leonardo, Raphael, all them old artists.
yeah.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Back
Yeah,
in
see-
like they had in
Yeah.
what's the movie?
Let me see.
Angels and Demons by Dante
Oh, yeah.
and everything like that.
Oh yeah, man. Come on, man. That look like my next door neighbor Harry. He black. He black.
Now, see, this is a thing though. This is a thing. Now, even though, like I said, he was German. Beethoven was German. That's included. He would actually paint his face white because to keep from being segregated, to keep from actually being
He
like
was just
depicted.
fair skinned, that's all.
Oh yeah.
One fair skin. He painted his skin white.
He's painted it white.
He had ash.
No,
his skin white.
This is actually pretty good. He actually painted his skin white. But there's another thing right here. See, everything happens for a reason. And we got Mr. Softy right outside, and he's playing his music. But as we know that the familiar ice cream
I
jingles
want to hear the truth.
have a racist undertone to it. And what would you like to say?
You want ice cream?
And what would you like to say?
Anybody got any?
It's happy to be here for the new day.
He said it's happy to be here for the new day. And what is your name?
Anybody got
Call me Stopper.
Yes.
Wait, come here. You want ice cream?
And would you like an ice cream?
Where did Ashley go?
Where your mom go?
She wants an ice cream.
And what would you like?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You gotta get the ice cream.
I see.
So what's going on right now? Tell me what's going on right now. So what's going on right now?
Sorry, bro.
I mean, you don't want to sit next to me, though?
I am sitting there. I'm just getting irritated. That's all.
Fireworks?
Yeah.
Getting irritated about the thing. Now here's the thing: are you irritated because of that, or are you irritated because that the ice cream truck has a racist jingle to it?
It's jingles.
Now let's get into the history of that.
Oh,
right?
Hang a nigga song.
It was called "Nigga Love a Watermelon."
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga, what a thing.
So is that what's subconsciously making you angry, brother? Is not the fireworks in display, but it's also the racist undertone in that song by the ice cream truck.
Your blackness is coming out, my brother.
The racist lyrics from the ancestors have risen and has gotten in deep into your brain and into your subconscious mind and is letting you know to be upset. And you know what, brother? It's okay. It's okay to be upset.
Read from the book, brother.
Read!
I know.
And the lyrics are very racist. The song was released in March
I know about
1916.
the song. I said no. These fireworks is irritating me.
Specifically.
Because they burst out not in colors or streams of the rainbow, but in a person of the black man. Red above the black. You got to put all them colors on a black sky.
I do. Never mind.
All right,
I'll ask afterwards.
all right, so we have
It's funny how they keep saying Twitter theory, but it's like, look at that death mask, man. That death mask
Ain't no
is
theory.
Yo,
They ain't no theory.
my grandma, she can hold her lips just like that straight line when she pissed. She can do that. She can do that with no problem.
That's a black man expression.
It is.
Beethoven was black. All right, now getting on to video game news. Unqualified gamer, what's the latest on the streets?
Well, latest on the
Wait,
streets.
before you say about play anything,
I ain't.
PlayStation,
Okay, what?
you
Go
mentioned
ahead.
3. I'm gonna cut your ass too short this shit and too thin.
Well, I did hear a
You hear
theory.
me?
I did hear a theory that PS5 might be able to play some PlayStation 3 games. Anyway, no.
That's the
No,
rumor.
that's
That's the rumor.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor. That's a rumor.
That's the type of time we going on right now.
Hold
Talking
on.
about people.
But you see, think about it though. EA just came out with their press conference yesterday, man. Of course, you know you got yourself another Madden coming out, so y'all should be happy because y'all some Madden fiends. But you know, and the only thing they showcase is sweat anyway. But anyway, let's continue to the better news.
It ain't
We got
Resident Evil.
ourselves Skate 4 coming out. EA is finally coming out with another skate game, and on top of that, a new Crash Bandicoot. Who's ready for
First
that?
of all, I'm
ready
gonna say this.
Go ahead.
Fuck Crash Bandicoot.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I second that emotion.
Wow. I thought
Don't criticize what we like to play.
Whoa,
If-
I don't
if-
criticize.
if no,
I'm not criticizing.
You always talk about
I'm
Mack
not
on a
criti-
regular basis.
I have every right. I have every right to talk about Madden, especially the way how they did it. Now, 2K is fine. 2K, I'm good.
2K
with.
what?
2K basketball.
Oh yeah, of course I'll buy. I'll definitely buy 2K basketball.
NBA 2K, and damn sure not football because thanks to Madden, You know, no, like I said, it
I
happens.
only bought it last year because my quarterback was on the front.
And guess what? It's probably still the same game as the other 10,000 games back then.
Well, shit, you might as well say John Madden and Michael Jordan in it together because Nick Jordan put out the same fucking sneakers and niggas go back and buy them.
Hey, but hey, that's the thing. That's your problem, not my problem. Anyway,
yeah, because they ain't got skis and Jordans.
Why
doesn't matter?
Why gotta be our problem?
Yeah,
because y'all like men.
Why
gotta it be our problem?
Bruce Lee Royetta is a Oriental black.
All right. Let's get back to the video game news here. All right. So next.
Now let's get back to the video game.
Get back to the video game news. All right.
This is shit. While black people can't aspire nothing great.
Yeah, let's get back to the video game shit.
Yeah. Now, PS4 is speculating prices of probably around $500, maybe $600. That's a speculation. It hasn't been
That's
confirmed.
a lot of tricking.
And
a lot of sleeping with old white women.
If it get it done.
I'll buy it right now. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's
I
not
catch it the third of the month.
But though, you can do some slick shit though. You can definitely make some money. Cause hey, look, I ain't mad at them because it's people just trying to make money off other people. eBay, if you go on eBay, they have a bunch of listings of PlayStation 4 pre-orders, even though they don't exist. That's going upwards to $1,500
for a PlayStation 4.
A PlayStation 4 pre-order.
You mean like 5?
No, play 5. My fault. PlayStation 5 pre-order. My fault. But PlayStation 5 pre-order though. So PlayStation 5 pre-order going up to $1,500 on eBay with a bunch of lists that people.
I'm sorry, there's Latin music playing, and Kansas City Mack can't help himself, but it's okay because it's all in the spirit of Africa. You may continue. I'm sorry, I had to acknowledge that.
It's good.
I knew he said that's why I was looking at I knew he was gonna say
Oh my God, yo!
I knew he was gonna say some smart shit.
He looked. You know
Anymore?
That's all I got.
He looked at me moving. He stopped. Yeah, like he looked up at me. I knew he gonna say some shit. You's a rotten motherfucker, boy. I tell you.
What?
We can go to the next door though.
All right. So we getting into the next segment of this, and the next segment we're about to get into is given the spirit of Juneteenth, we're going to get into some blackness questions. All right, we're going to play a little game show, all right, and it's a spin of just blackness in general. We're just going to call it.
We got better edges. Stevie Wonder, Tamar Braxton.
And we got to get into it.
Damn.
So let's get into it. Let's get into it now, and it's called blackness.
Or
How black card people. Welcome. We have it, and we have our 3 contestants here today. Pretty much, I'm going to ask a series of questions that is related to black people and black people only, and black descent. So there won't be any Dominican.
So what am I?
There won't be any Dominican.
So what am I?
Any Puerto Rican questions? No, you're your brother. It's like, no, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, they're all our brothers. We all the same, man. I'm just joking. You know I'm just joking. We all the same, and you can answer these questions too because they all get the chancla. Or the belt. The sandal, whatever it's called, it's all the same. It's all the same because we all are the same people. We all came from the same. We just got dropped off on the boat at different times. That's all that's different. So let's get to it. So let's get to it now. Let's get to it. No. All right, so let's get to this thing. Let's see. First question is. Let's see. Okay, so the first question is going to be, who did the kid tell to purify herself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka?
Apollonia.
I'm going to give you the questions before you answer. Hold on.
Jump in.
Is it A, Brenda, B, Vanity, C, Sheena, or D, Apollonia?
D. Abalone.
Is it Apollonia? What do you say?
That girl I'm named after that sausage belongs.
The answer is you're right. It is D. Apollonia,
That's right.
and we all know that movie. And we all know the name of the movie.
And
What's
the
the reference? What's the name of the movie?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. You
And
got
the
it.
basis of that, you better wash that ass before you get that ass. That's some pimp to pimp.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. If young Metro don't trust you, what might Future do? Is it A,
I don't even know this shit.
call the police? Is it C, fight you? Or is it C, shoot you?
Hold on. Before we answer. Hold on. Before we answer, who the fuck is Young Metro?
This is where you're not.
No, there's different. And people that's out there, there's different levels of black people out here. Everybody has,
Not
you
every
know.
black person listening
Now-
to rap there.
Hey,
You're being
I didn't
racist.
say nothing.
You're being a little
What did
racist
I
there.
say?
You're being a little racist there, Alex.
No. You know who that is? Remember Rush Hour? He said you should be ashamed of yourself on the China
Given it, I ask the question again. If Young Metro don't trust you, what might New Future do?
All right, so
What is the answer?
So what?
C.
What would you say?
Hold on. Is there answers?
I just said it.
Oh.
Is it A, call the cops? B, fight you? Or C, shoot you?
B fight, right?
Shoot you. C.
It is C, shoot you.
Well, why are we shooting at a black dude?
Oh.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's just it's a DJ thing. On to the next question.
Jesus Christ.
Look, sorry, okay? I don't
You question the fact that
You know what?
All right, here we go.
Hey, brother over there, Black Hand. It was some fucking gorillas. He has to fucking know it.
Jesus
But see, this is the thing. See, here you go, perpetuate the stereotype that all black people will
You
listen to
is
hip-hop.
a walking stereotype.
All right? So, thank you very much for perpetuating the white man's theory on us. Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
You're a fucking walking stereotype.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we
You
go.
don't
Here we
think I
go.
know that ain't cheese.
Here we go.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I'm what you call, but to the man who got a whole bunch of fucking anime shit on his car.
All right, here we go.
Anyway,
Here we
Sheriff's
go.
Department.
I
Next
still have the
question.
Uncle in my car, by the way.
All right, let's get on to the next. Let's get on to the next question.
Go ahead.
Next question.
You're upsetting the host.
What might Mama say you need in order to get some McDonald's? Is it A, a job, B, a clue, C, good grades, or D, McDonald's money?
Hey,
This is debatable. This is debatable because
I'm gonna say E, all the above. That's the only.
No. Can we gonna do this like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Can I make a phone call? Diane, you got a job? You got McDonald's money? So it's a combination.
It's a combination of A and D, right?
Yeah.
You would say, or A, or all the above, right? I don't know anything about good grades. I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about good grades.
Yeah, ain't good. You got McDonald's money?
Yeah.
It's always you got a job or you got McDonald's money.
All right, there you
Because
go.
shit always falls behind the state.
Eddie Murphy said I can make one at home.
I can make what else.
I bet McDonald's.
Keep falling. Keep right brand. Got green peppers hanging out of it and everything.
And then you up there sounding like Lenny.
Man. All right, so here's another one. All right, here's a history question. There we go. Who wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem? Is it A, Langston Hughes, B, James Weldon Johnson, or C, Booker T. Washington?
B.
Or D, Obama? A lot of people think Obama did it. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
You know what? It won't surprise me because I don't think kids. I don't even think.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of kids know it.
They don't sing it no more.
I remember every day in school we used to sing
Every
it.
day in school. I went to
Exactly.
lead. They sung it in lead.
Yeah, we used to sing every day in
They
school.
sung it at
Yeah,
Martha Washington.
yeah, every day.
They
Yeah,
sung it at Anderson.
yeah.
Listen,
sing it every
every
day.
voice and
Yo, yeah, that one person excited. I'll sing you. Like, who are you?
So the answer is B. James Weldon Johnson.
Of liberty.
Let them rejoice.
And play the Spanish version.
Que mujer.
Got that mujer. I got that mujer. To my Latino brothers and sisters, we do this out of love because if we didn't love you, we wouldn't be doing this. There we go.
People don't talk to that. No, we don't have any soul.
See, because you make fun and you talk about your brothers and sisters in love, and that's what we do.
You know what I like to do?
Here's the next one.
Them motherfuckers in the ass.
Next question. Who is Oprah Winfrey's best friend? Is it A?
Gail.
Gail. B. Tyler Perry. C. Stedman.
He hitting it. So it's
And D. Blacker than Sister Tyson.
Black the sister Titan.
Gail.
Gail, my best friend Gail is the answer.
My best friend Gail.
Is Oprah even black anymore?
Like, listen.
Each year she get lighter.
Wait a minute, let me see if we got any more. Let me see if we got any more. We're gonna see. All right, here we go. A fox, Queen, and Smith cleaned up for a living in this movie. So a fox, a Queen, and a Smith cleaned up for a living in this movie.
Set it off. Set it off.
That is right. It is set it off.
Oh, yeah, you were saying the last name.
Yeah,
Okay,
Vivica Fox, Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you know
They
this.
don't even-
All right, this is a little bit harder. Let's get back. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this black encyclopedia. He played Pinky in the next Friday. Oh, that is right. All right. All right.
Damn it.
There you
You
go.
may
All right.
understand this
All
yak
right.
on this $200 suit.
All right, there we go. He run off on the plug twice, but you might find him at the Ritz-Carlton.
My man plied. I tell that why there. Look at that why.
Hey, Bruce, who is it?
Yeah. The dude that made the Nokia ringtone.
Wow. The dude made the Nokia ringtone.
All right, here we go. Who is Steve Urkel's cool alter ego?
Stefan.
Arkell. Stefan Arkell.
Stefan, yeah.
All right.
Get it there.
Oh, yeah. So
Who played Ricky?
that was how you probably was born.
Ricky! No! Ricky! Who played Ricky in Boys in the Hood?
Morris
Morris
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Ricky!
He played that fiend and to play that game.
Here's a little music trivia out there for some of the Beehive might understand this one. I might not get this if I didn't get it. In Bonnie and Clyde, young Hove told B to look for him where? See, now you got to get in deep.
Cruising down the West Side Highway.
That is correct.
They don't fuck with me when it comes to certain music. All right, come to that boy, that Brooklyn boy.
All right, let's do. All right, now what album is that from?
Can't You Show Your Love? That's her CD.
But it was also on Jay-Z's CD as well.
Yeah,
It was?
Which CD was it? Which
It
album?
was? Oh, the Get the Curse.
Which side?
The first one.
Hey,
It was A-side.
It was 8-side, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was 8-side.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
and it was on the Gift and the Curse 2.0.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Just stop. Stop.
I mean, stop.
The Gift and the Curse.
Wow, really?
I love you. I love you, cousin.
Now, sidebar before we get to the next question, which album do you think which Jay-Z album do you think is better?
Oh,
The best one. Reasonable Doubt? I
Reasonable doubt.
I'm tied. I have a 1A and 1B.
All right, who you got?
Yeah, I was going to say
I got two.
I was going to say Reasonable Doubt and the Black Album. The Blueprint was good.
I think
The Black Album.
The Black Album.
I like the Black Album.
I think Reasonable Doubt and American Gangster.
Oh,
American Gangster. That's a good one. That's a good one.
The first song alone
yeah.
with him and Marvin. Dreams of you this morning. I thought
No, that was good.
he came to Dome.
Oh man!
No, but I love the Black Album. He said, "This Thrax pimp nigga. I put the money in your mouth and make you chew, swallow.
Who's the person that's on that does that voice? Who is it? Entertainer.
Money like
He looked at me. Okay.
Money, nigga.
You're a piece of shit.
How am I a piece of shit? You calling me out for something?
All right, next question. See, it always has.
You calling me out?
This is true. This is a true black game because it always breaks out into the argument in the middle. It always turns into an argument.
Still get assaulted.
No matter what.
Say it again, Reed, nigga. I'll let this pistol fly.
No, sorry. I'm getting peppered here. Not assaulted.
Wait. Yeah, you know this is a real black game because niggas
right, here we go.
But it'd be like Tombstone out there. He said, pull that smoke wagon and get the blast in there.
This why black people ain't allowed to trivia night. we take.
Shit.
That's one thing we do. That's one thing we do. We take our games very, very seriously.
They always say, I don't play no games.
Yeah. Next question. In Love Jones, his brother to the night and the blues in your left eye.
Lorenz Tate.
That is right.
He said that song for me.
Who played Pop in House Party?
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon.
I'm gonna say it again.
Oh, House Party. That was
Who played Pop in House Party?
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris, yeah.
Robin Harris, yeah.
I heard Pops. That's what made me think.
Oh yeah, damn, yeah, Pops. Yeah,
Robin Harris.
Pops. So what you gonna call it?
Just go home.
Yo,
He said,
I just
yeah.
watched that clip earlier.
Where you going? I'm just going. Why don't you go home? Mind my goddamn business, officer.
Both John Witherspoon and Robin Harris in that movie said, go ahead, shake your ass now. I'm about to finish
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
Go and dance with your
He said, Walter,
Yeah, go
back
ahead.
in the 80s. He said, baby, who the fuck is Walter?
Come on, Walter. Go. Who the hell, Walter?
I didn't realize that's the same woman from fucking from
Friday.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Don't call him that wolf buzz.
Don't worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
I'm calling Damon right now. Damon?
Kid. He ain't it. Who you? What's your name? Clinton.
Clinton
what? Clinton? Oh, Clinton. No, yeah. I'm a Muslim. Oh, you Muslim, huh? You bring back 2 bean pie sandwich and a bean pies and a pork top sandwich. You old trout mouth eater. All y'all here doing wrong. All y'all.
He said, no, don't take your ass to bed. I'm
wouldn't
about
do
to
that.
ride you like the Lone Ranger Road Silver.
And
And I'm wild with
your ass is mine.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
That baby was going too soon.
Who poor, black, and maybe even ugly, but darn good, they still here.
Silly from the color purple. What you gonna do? Sweep out the caboose?
Yeah, that is fucking. That is what you.
He said, what? Sugar can sing. Sugar can act. What can you do? Bruce.
What?
Thank you.
All right, and this is one that every black person out there should know. So some of my Latinos should know this too, because you heard it enough in school.
Oh, shit.
No, I ain't looking at you. I'm speaking it out there in general. But every black
I put
person
it out there in the ether. You reach for it.
got to put it out there in the ether. You know what I'm saying?
What's the question?
Approximately how long did Sophia have to fight?
Oh, shit.
Everybody should know this.
All my life, I had to fight. All my life, I had to fight.
For my brothers, for my daddy. I love him, but I kill him dead. He said, no, son, that don't look like no hooker. That look like a fist print. Oh, son.
Before he was a member of the Nation of Islam, what was Malcolm X called?
Reds.
What's the full name?
Arkansas. Arkansas Red. No.
Reds.
Malcolm Little was his original name.
Yeah, but talk about his.
What was his street name?
Chicago
Red.
Red.
No.
No.
That's Chicago Red. No. Come on now.
Shit.
Come on.
Red. Damn.
I'm gonna give y'all one more before I just give the answer. So one more shot.
Red.
Here we go. I'll say it again. Before he was a member of the Nation of Islam, what was Malcolm X called? The answer is Detroit Red.
Detroit.
Detroit Red.
No, Arkansas Red was Elijah Muhammad's nickname
Yes.
before he accepted the Nation of Islam.
What is Mike Jones' phone number?
Oh my God.
8560. Oh, what the fuck?
That's the other song you think of. 80. Oh shit. What
I
is
don't know
it?
this one. Y'all got this one.
Mike Jones who?
Mike down. Mike down.
Come
I
on,
remember
you
I
got
first got that nigga singing.
810-330-8004.
Hold on, but that's the actual number.
That was an
Yeah,
actual
that's
number.
your
And
number.
people called it. I think one time they racked up like a $20,000 bill or something like that. He had a $20,000 phone bill because everybody called that number.
Mike, I love your music, Mike. Thanks. Click.
When grandma tells you to rinse it off, what do
Yeah,
you
she done smacked the
need?
shit out.
What do you need to complete that task? Rinse that off.
Water.
That is right. You need water.
Water.
Rinse that off.
Wrench it off. Wrench it around and wrench it off.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute. Let me look through some other ones. All right, here we go. Now every black person should know this one too. This is in the lexicon of blackness. All right. What do you call drugs at the 74th Street Baptist Church?
We call it sin. But around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin.
Wow.
Nigga. Give me something for my cat right. He said, you ain't put in on this, man.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute.
Miss Parker.
Here we
Miss
go.
Parker.
What inventor developed about 100 products made from peanuts?
Carver.
George Washington Carter.
Yeah.
George Washington Carver. And he even,
Except for peanut butter. He didn't.
I think he made peanut butter.
He probably did.
It wasn't peanut butter. That's what he ate out the bitch ass. That's his peanut butter.
Oh my God.
I think he was hungry.
No.
He was hungry. He's like
And the bitch was
shit.
mashing up shit. I'm hungry. He sat down on his
Well, make some
bag.
tuna then. That's what he said. We ain't got no Tina Carver. Use some goddamn peanuts. Shit.
that shit up.
And out of rage, he was punching the peanuts and spilled his water on it on top of it. And there it goes. That's how peanut
And it
butter was
made a
formed.
slurry.
That's what they don't tell you. It made a slurry onto his white bread.
And I mean the white bread, the white woman he was dating that he borrowed from his neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
But his wife was black and was getting on his nerves, and he asked for tuna, and she said, "Ain't no damn tuna, Carver."
And then
And then she said, "Use them goddamn peanuts you got down in that damn basement." Shit.
And she proceeded.
We know. No, we're just being real good. This is the real conversation that they don't tell you that happened.
Yeah, and
he
then
said,
she proceeded
"Shit,
to
woman
cuss
will tell
him
me.
out
You know, I don't eat
about the
those
orange juice."
damn peanuts. You can't eat this shit." And then he was punching the stuff, and he mashed it up by accident. He's like, "Oh shit, this is actually pretty good."
Oh, shit.
Thus,
Can I
peanut
put it on-
butter.
Can I put it on crackers?
Oh my God.
Celery?
Shut the
That's
fuck
gas? Oh, shit. I'm about another 101, baby. 101.
And that's how Skippy actually came, because he said,
shit.
"Why don't you take your ass and skip to the market? He's like, get some damn tuna." I've been eating peanuts for I've been eating peanuts for 3 months.
I've been in the game so long. Nigga, I've been in the game so long. I knew when Skippy was Peter Pan. Nigga.
That's how peanut butter. That's how peanut butter.
That's how peanut butter was invented. The nigga way.
There's a lot of sugar in this shit. There's a lot of sugar in it.
And what, peanut butter?
And
Peter Pan.
Oh yeah.
Fucking real.
I never had Peter Pan.
I thought he used to put dope in Jiffy. I swear it had cocaine in it, but mixed in with peanut butter. You'd be like, God damn, that was the best goddamn time. Make you almost lick the skin off the roof of your damn mouth.
All right, here we go. What's another one?
Who would you vote for? Fat Al Sharpton or Little Al Sharpton?
Oh, Fat Al Sharpton.
Yeah, I like the S curl. That shit was laying. Yeah.
Fat Al Roker Sharpton.
Cholesterol through the roof.
Yep.
I forget who's the one that said I gotta cut them niggas nuts off.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse, you know who threw that fucking rock, Jesse. You know who threw that fucking rock and hit me in my head, Jesse.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Up with hope, down with dope. Just say I will never be President Jackson.
So everything was good. See, black people were actually clean before Jesse got messy. Jesse fucked it up for everybody. We had a good rap record. Good, clean record. So Jesse fucked it up for everybody.
Throwing rocks and shit.
Had that old ass baby.
I'm sorry, that was water. Just up there crying at the inauguration, looking like a big ass 5-year-old.
Did you say he looked like I thought Jesse was about to take a shit. He was like,
Jesse, you got your diapers on. I am alleviated from
he was
this
so happy.
pamper. You have rap, and McDonald's came back out with the McRib.
Oh shit! Boneless rib
I used to
sandwich.
eat that shit too.
What will they think of next?
A McRib.
Yo, so he did that. We just did that. I thought about.
Oh my God.
I thought that was the fucking all the fireworks exploding at once. Like, good, bitch, they all done.
Use it all. Use it
I
all.
wish I could go around there with a Roman candle, fire that shit right in there where they at. Let that bitch
Then
go
that
off.
won't help anything.
Yeah, well, fire department, keep everybody employed.
Yo, but there's a new show. I mean, not a new show, but I put you on a show called The Alienist.
Yes, you did.
That's a good one. TNT.
Yeah,
It is.
Season 2's coming out next month. But you gotta watch season 1 if you haven't seen it.
I'd like to give a shout out to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and Juanita's Bumping Curl down on Florence and Normandy off of Crenshaw Ave. Thank you, girl. Last week that sandwich was beautiful and my edges have never been this straight in my life.
Yo, now did y'all hear the news that the Proud Family's coming back on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
With
good.
the original cast.
Yeah, original cast and everything.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. Oh, speaking of which,
And
and
if you hear this, I want to give a special shout out, being a former sanitation worker, to all the sanitation workers that have worked through this COVID shit. You're not paying y'all enough money. You're not giving y'all proper equipment. Y'all still put the best foot and forth effort. I'd like to give a shout out to my shop steward, Malik. You know who you is. Raheem Radio.
Well, speaking of which,
Area 5.
well, like I said, speaking of which, it's time to pay some bills. So let's give a couple shout outs right there. Shout out to my sister. Yo, if you need shades, it's hot out here. We about to get into the green, so you got to look fly. So hit up my sister, Unique Frames. Hit up Unique Frames. Her Instagram is, I think it's _Unique Frames. So hit that up. When you just type in Unique Frames, hit that up.
I want to give a shout out to my cousin, David Miller. He owns the company Love Peace and Tire Wear, black-owned business. He has great stuff, man. Support my cousin, man. peaceandloveattire.com.
I want to give a shout out to my homegirl. I've known this girl for many a year, and she is a sweetheart. And she has a company called Top to Bottom Cleaning service. So you have your house needs to be clean. You being a lazy motherfucker don't want to clean this shit. Or if you just got some stuff that you got to get straightened out in your house and you need help, please call her. Please, her name is Quaina Bird. They call her Booby, but her Instagram is overangel.com.
We'll put it all in the descriptions too, and we'll put it all in a separate text if you can't get it.
GEL.
All right, do it again. Say it again.
Her Instagram is overangel. It's OVENGEL, and she does all types of cleaning. So hit her up, and she's good. Right. What she does.
And shout out to the weave surgeon. The weave surgeon herself from Sheer Elegance. If you want to get that weave right, nice and tight.
Yeah, that right.
Hit up the weave surgeon. Sheer Elegance. I will tag her in this. She does locks too, guys. Oh, yeah, also check up Mickey Davis Hair Studio.
Yeah.
I would do a disservice if I didn't do that. If I didn't shout her out. She been doing my hair for 10 plus years.
I want to give a shout out to my man Ant, my barber Doc, Zod down at Hair Chemistry on 60th Street.
All right.
If you want to get tightened up, you know what I mean?
And
Go holler at him.
I got one more person to shout out to. My brother from another mother. You know what I mean? Creative Minds.
Yes.
If you need all types of artistic drawings, shirts made, backdrops, He's
Posters.
the one. He's the one to holler at. Holler at him. Hey man, give me your info there, bro. Give me your info.
If you come to my Instagram, it's CR8TVMNDZ. You know, if you're looking for me on Facebook, it's Creative Minds Artwork, or you can look up my name, and I can't believe I'm putting this out there, Douglas Bryce, and you can't, and it's spelled the way it sounds, no double S, just one. All
right, there you go. All right,
and with all the good black businesses that we're supporting here, I have to give 2 shout outs. One to the cookie master herself, the baking queen.
That was good. That was a good cookie, yo. No, I had the strawberry.
The strawberry white chocolate. Strawberry white chocolate.
I didnn't buy it. She brought it in.
Hold on. Wait.
I'll be ordering. Look at it. Now you know how I feel when they go eat somewhere and don't tell nobody.
I didn't eat anywhere. He brought it home, and I just happened to have it. Well, can we get into the? Can we get into this? Yeah. Get the shout out. Finish the shout out.
The Sweet Trip.
Getting mad.
That's right. Check on Instagram. The Sweet Trip. I mean, I'm telling you, man, she makes some good gourmet cookies. And trust me, I will be buying her cookies, ordering this week for my birthday. Trust me on this. Another shout out, one last shout out to my main man, Kadeem Lloyd with Zen X Official. He makes t-shirts, he makes apparel. Check him out on Instagram, that's Zen X Official. And you also check out his website, zenxofficial.com. Check out all his merchandise.
Oh, and I'd like to give a shout out to the Unqualified Gamer for laying down my mama's porch. If you need cement work, sand in your bathroom, pebbles in your fucking shoe, he's the nigga to call.
And all of that.
X that out.
Hey, if you want us to shout out your business, or you have a business you want us to shout out, give us a call on that Absolute Zero hotline, 215-821-8609, or hit us up on email, 215-absolutezero@gmail.com. Again, also, I'm sorry, I got to give a shout out to Supreme Oasis Bakery and Deli.
Yes.
I got to give a shout out to them. Them fish nuggets and that
God.
damn fruit infused bean pie. Oh my God.
Where y'all get that from?
You had it.
You had it.
It's on Lancaster Ave.
The Muslim sister.
That was them?
No, he didn't.
That was
go.
them. But he had it. He damn ate the food from it.
Yeah. Oasis,
Can I tell you something? I love y'all.
That was good.
That's
the shout out. That's the shout out.
Dirty, rotten motherfucker.
And this is another.
You couldn't go to it because your leg was all hurt.
This is another black thing, because black people get mad. Why do black people get mad? Why do black people get mad whenever we go out to go eat food?
You had the salmon burger.
And you had a salmon burger.
I know, but y'all ain't bring me nothing. Never mind.
And they gave us the pineapple upside down cake for free.
And that butter cream cake. Oh my God.
They gave it to us for free, and we thank you guys. We thank all of you. Again, hit us up on that phone line, 215-821-8609, or you can email us at 215-absolutezero@gmail.com. It's right up there at the top of your screen, both of them. And I want to ask this question. This is the question of the week. Why do black people get so upset whenever they find out that you went to go somewhere to eat without them?
Yo, I have.
That's a legitimate question, because I can't tell you how many people when we do the Shenanigator food tour, I can't tell you how so many people are pissed with me because of it. And it's like, I told you.
Yeah. And who's the main one that gets angry and upset? What's his name? Say it.
No, you say it. Go ahead.
That nigga Creative Minds.
Yes, he does. He gets mad every time. So I want to ask that question.
Y'all want to put me on front?
I want to ask that question. I really want to ask that question. Why do black people always get mad whenever they find out you ate food without them? It's food.
Hey, look. I think.
Wait. So y'all try to put all this on Nino. See, this bigger than Nino, right? That's bigger than. Oh, what about Bruce, Jay, and Alex? Who got the better macaroni and cheese? Aunt Carol. Wink. It ain't you, baby. They winking. This bigger than Nino Brown. Y'all ain't gonna put me out the fucking
First of all,
front.
you can't even put me down for the mac and cheese 'cause I don't even eat cheese. So
You eat them dry ass noodles, you black Korean.
I only ate 2 people mac and cheese, and that's Aunt Carol, Mama Diane's.
all
All right. Next question: who make the better sweet potato pie?
That's mommy from the door.
Yeah.
That's mommy from the
She's the only
door.
one that makes it.
She the one that makes it, right?
Yeah,
Who else makes it?
Nobody else I know.
Yeah,
makes it.
mommy's the one that make the
She's the only one that makes it.
and pound cake.
I love you, Aunt Diane.
Her damn pound
And
cake.
Uncle Billy's sour cream cake
No,
is
Uncle
is-
Billy's
All
sour
right,
cream.
all right.
Yeah,
All right, what about fried chicken?
it's
Mickey.
it's a toss up between.
Mickey.
Well, you never had Minds.
No, I never had that.
That shit probably vegan.
It's deep fried tofu. You enjoy it. Bean pie.
Bruce can speak for it.
Is it good?
That it was,
Yo, that joint is good. I like the way how you bread. I like
my
the
mom
way you
even
bread
ate
it.
it. My mom had two down there. You know, my mom don't eat shit.
She don't.
And she ate 2 pieces. She had 2 pieces. She ate 2. She had 2 pieces.
That too.
And I had to make it again every week. Now I got to make it every week.
Do you use buttermilk?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have a pinch of cinnamon or nothing?
But Uncle Nicky, Uncle in consensus, Uncle Nicky do fry some good chicken.
When he made that honey chicken, that was the best fried chicken I ever had from him.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Oh, all right, never mind.
All right, no, go ahead.
Nah, I said can't because
What?
It's not a black-owned restaurant. Forget it.
Okay. Yeah.
I Carol was
Only
all
black-owned
love. We only
restaurants
joke.
this week.
This weekend.
We support all businesses, but black-owned this week because this is a black special.
I want to give a shout out to this person. Nice.
Oh yeah, the boy was on the radio. He was on the mic earlier
Boy was
today,
up on the porch.
but he was worried more about his ice cream.
And his friend Drew, aka Chocolate Junior, aka Triangle Head.
Triangle Head Drew. But that's the youth, and that's who we do it for.
Yeah, and
So-
to tell you the truth, they're a good group. We're gonna start a TV show with them. Because Landon is Chicken Shit Charlie, and Drew is Steady Snitching Stanley.
And with that, we have to wrap this up. We love you guys. This has been a very, very wonderful edition, Juneteenth edition.
Juneteenth.
Young, black, and gifted. Again, this is your Macho King Shenanigator J.
Co-host, Unqualified Gamer, Weeaboo Ramen.
This is KC Mack in the building signing off.
And your boy, Creative Mind, aka Geechee Damn Beautiful.
And we want to thank the Geechee. And we want to thank you guys for checking in and listening to the coldest show
Ice cold.
in all the land. That is
Ice, baby.
absolute motherfucking zero.
Bottom line, guys.
Peace out.
Stay chill.
Ice. Frostbite.